Hi, I'm Eli. This is all about town. Thank you, Daddy. I'm walking. Okay. This is Eli on record. PDF Kids. I like that. What do I speak it? What? A screen TV? Like, what do you? I don't know.
Start all over again. Tell me that whole thing about the engineer.
Hi, I'm Al Beliveau, and I'm the local blacksmith. And we're waiting for the city engineer to come to okay our proposal for putting the bike rack on this particular spot, and just to make sure that it's in the right spot and that we're utilizing the right equipment and maybe the right type of mounting bolts and lags. And so we're just patiently waiting to see if what we're going to do is the right thing.
I usually park here to install sculptures, you know. Now I don't have any place to park. You just have to ride the bicycle. I guess so. With the trailer and an 800-pound welder. Absolutely. I haven't got that one figured out. Good, John.
You want me to go get him? I got a long sleeve extra coat of crap. You want me to get that one?
Yeah, I'm just, you know. William? You gotta come in really close and watch this one. You gotta get in really close. So that way you'll get the rock in there too.
We're rolling.
How's my hair?
Great.
We rolling? Howdy, howdy, howdy. We're about town here. If you look behind you, Will, they are moving the bike rack to its new, hopefully permanent location. We're going to quickly talk to a few folks to find out a little bit about this historic bike rack. You know, Mike and Will seeing what's going on about town. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Mike Breeden standing next to who?
Noemi Aylesworth.
What's going on down here today?
Well, right now we are installing the famous 3rd Street bike rack, not in a parking spot, in a yellow zone, which was approved by the people involved and the city, and we're all happy and excited.
Very, very cool. When did you guys come to this new decision or this new idea, I guess?
Yesterday afternoon.
And Patterson's is just okay?
Patterson's was the one that came up with the idea.
Danielle, can you grab this?
She wants to talk. Tell me all about it. Say, tell me all about it. I mean, you're speechless. She's
Yep.
so excited.
What do you
She's
think about the
speechless.
bike rack there, Eve? She's just going to eat the microphone. All right. Thank you. It was nice speaking to you.
Hey, you want
Will will you, for those people who don't know anything about the bike rack, tell just a little bit about the history of what that beautiful thing is about?
Okay, the history of the bike rack came about, I was involved with Active Living Bemidji, Minnesota, and attended meetings for years, and it's became a symbol of health for our community. And one of the action steps to become a bike-friendly community was taking a valuable parking spot, which every downtown's parking spots are valuable, and dedicating it to another form of transportation which has the same rights to drive on a street, which is bicycles. And by putting it on the street, we actually were freeing up parking space, because you can get 8 bicycles in this rack, and on the sides at the time when it was at its location in front of the cabin, you could get a motorcycle on each side of it, still within your 18 feet of a parking spot. The new location is smaller, so you're not going to get a motorcycle like you did before. You won't get the 2 motorcycles, but you'll get the 8 bicycles, which is great. So we're happy with the outcome that we still have it on the street, even though it didn't take a parking spot. It took a yellow zone, which isn't hurting anybody. So everybody should be embracing this. But the money for this bike rack came from Mer Gilman, professor, just a retired professor. She just retired from BSU. And she had come to me and said, I know you've been at the meetings, and we know that there's a symbolism in having an on-street bike rack, a bike corral. And she gave me money. I found an artist to make this rack, which I got Al Bellevue involved, and he said, I don't think this is going to go on the street, but I went to the city, I went to the DDA, it was approved, it went on in 2010, it went on again in 2011, and it was approved again for 2012. And people got in an uproar, and it was brought to the board that they didn't want it back on the street because they said it physically hurt their revenues, which is basically unfounded. And they also said it made the people park wrong on the street because they were afraid of it. So I don't know how a bike rack can make you afraid to park in your own parking spot, but the parking wrong in a parking spot happens all year long for people that do not know how to parallel park. So I have pictures taken the day after they said that it makes cars park wrong. So when the bike rack wasn't even up, I was taking pictures of people parking wrong. So if you ever want to see those, I'll show them to you. So it's been quite an unbelievable struggle in getting this forward, and I've cried a lot of tears, and I've learned behind the scenes a lot of vicious things went on. And I don't think you want to really know what happened in all of those things to me.
You stuck with it, though.
I stuck with it.
And you have achieved now, and hopefully this will be the permanent place.
Hopefully this will be the permanent place, and we do have a meeting this afternoon with the parking committee, and we're going to get more bike racks downtown Bemidji on both sides of the street on the sidewalks, and hopefully a couple more bike corrals on the street. Because Bemidji is going to be a biking destination. When I've attended Explore Minnesota, a Biking Alliance of Minnesota, and all of these meetings, they are taking the whole state of Minnesota and are trying to get all of the trails connected somehow in Bemidji, so that not just Bemidji but all of Minnesota, so it's a biking destination for people internationally and across the United States to come to Minnesota, which will be, help with tourist dollars and help our economy. And by making every community bike friendly, it's just going to be a win-win situation for the whole state of Minnesota.
Beautiful. It is the beginning of a beautiful thing. So the next step after this, you said there's some meetings today.
Yeah, we have a parking committee for the DDA trying to find out where we're going to be putting in 15-minute parking zones on each block, so that people have an opportunity to free up some parking. Some people only have an errand for 15 minutes, so you might as well have many 15-minute parking spots downtown. It'll clear up some of the issues where the businesses have their employees but they don't buy parking permits, so they park on the street, and every 2 hours they're moving their cars. So it's kind of like we need to find some solutions to get everybody to park in parking lots so that we can free up parking for people that are shopping.
Yeah.
Because what we want to embrace is downtown Bemidji doesn't have a parking problem. We're going to add bike corrals, and we're going to free up parking, and there's plenty of space for everybody to come and shop downtown Bemidji.
Well, I personally thank you, but I think a lot of people in the city of Bemidji thanks you for the fortitude and for everything you've done with this bike rack.
Thank you. And thank you for all the people that signed the petition in favor of the bike rack coming back to the street. All right.
In closing, do you have anything you want to say to the people of Bemidji as far as community goes and about your ideas of the future?
Oh, I've got lots of ideas, but what I hope this brings is an awareness, and that this bike rack is a symbol to improve your health. If you haven't biked in a while, get back into it. If you don't want to bike, start walking. All of our trails, we have exceptional trails in Bemidji, Minnesota. I get to hear, because I go to a lot of meetings, and people will say, you know, I met some people from Canada and they said we have the best trails they've ever been on. So embrace your trails, Bemidji. If you haven't gone out on your trails, go out and take a look and connect back to nature, and let's just be active. Thank you.
Thank you. There you have it, Noemi Ellsworth. Hello there. Mike Breeden, about town. Who we talking to here?
Hey, I'm Al Beliveau, your local blacksmith and all-around discontent, degenerate bicycle installer rack thing.
How long did it take you to?
I'm not moving it again.
How long did it take you to make this structure, Al?
I have no idea. It happened over a number of months, and I was distracted by tomatoes and mushrooms and stuff. So, it happened. Took a while.
How long did it take you to move it?
Well, it took us about 10 minutes this morning.
Not bad.
Yeah. So,
what do you think about the whole discontent ordeal? I know you are normally discontented, but with this bike rack in particular, do you have any thoughts about the whole hoopla?
insanity, I tell you. I believe it's because of the hole in the ozone. People's heads and brains are getting fried, but that's why I always wear this hat, to take and reflect the ozone and the radioactive Fukushima stuff.
Pure brilliance. Do you expect this to be the end of it and this the permanent residence of the bike rack?
No, I'm hoping this continues to be a pain in the ass for the city for the next century or so.
Beautiful. Well, thank you for talking to us, Al.
Yeah, have a great day.
Howdy. Mike Breeden, about town. Who we talking to?
David Dilley.
What is your involvement here with the bike rack?
They put out a call on the internet. There's supposed to be about 50 more people showing up, but they're going to be too late. So we come down. No, I've known Noemi for a long time, and I love the bicycle rack, and I think it should be down there in front of her place, but it's what politics is about, compromise. And I think this is a good spot for it.
Good. And you guys just moved this here at 10:30 today?
Yeah, just this morning. Yeah, I got here a little late, but I got to play with the tools. That's what counts.
Sweet. So these
I brought our mascot, the Minnesota State bird. I mean, see that? Meow.
Thing
I
of
made
beauty.
this about 8 years ago. I've had this for 8 years.
That is just great.
Yeah.
And let's see, he made it out of, looks like there's a spark plug.
And a bolt and a long screw and just some wires. It's a classic. I got to get him to sign it, though. That's the value will go up to $8-9 then, I think, if we can get a signature on there somewhere. I think that would be good.
As far as the whole controversy, it's now hopefully coming to a close. What are your thoughts about that whole ordeal?
Well, it's part of it's small town politics. Depends on how you view the thing. As far as I'm concerned, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 6 parking spots. It's not taking up a parking spot. It's making 6 new parking spots by using just one. If I had a business on the street, I'd want one of these in front of my store because more people would park their bike there and look at my store. But not everybody looks at it that way, which is not unusual for me. I look at things from the side often.
Are you from the Bemidji area then?
Part-time. I actually used to fight fires up here, and I liked it so much I decided to come back. But I actually live outside Las Vegas, but I spent most of the year up here. Just as little of the winter as possible.
I hear you on that one. Well, any closing words to the people of Bemidji?
Come down and enjoy this work of art, a utilitarian work of art. We can, and I love things like that they're artworks, but you can actually use them. You get they have a function besides just looking at them, which is fine. I don't have anything wrong with looking at art, but I think it draws people up this street. It draws people to all of these businesses. and I think Al did a great job. He won't let me ride it though, for some reason. Can't figure out
The bum.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thing of beauty.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Well. What else we got here? Here's a bicyclist. Mike Breeden about town. Who are we talking to here?
Ashley Phoenix.
Ashley, are you from the Bemidji area?
Not originally. I go to school at the university in a grad program. I've been here just shy of a year.
Do you ever use the bike rack?
I did when it was up. It's good to see it back on the street again. I usually when I come down to the cabin, I don't park all the way down here. It's usually filled up on the bike rack there, and it's onto one of the tree racks, really, which isn't really a bike rack. So this is a lot more convenient.
So you have used the bike rack.
I have.
Have you heard about the whole basic argument over the whole thing? What are your thoughts on that?
I can see some viewpoints. I know parking can get a little rough, especially in the summertime, but the fact that this fits about 6 to 8 bikes and motorcycles on the side within a parking spot, you always hear Bemidji striving for sustainability, and I feel that by having this on the street, it's a unique artistic aspect that gives a little color to the streets, at the same time promoting some healthy activity for citizens around here. I think it's a great site to have.
Well said. Well, that wraps it up. Your thoughts on Bemidji as a whole?
It's very it's getting there. It's very bike friendly. I lived down in Wilmer before coming here, and you're lucky to get across the street with cars passing by you. So having the bike lanes, and it sounds like there's a lot of projects in the work to improve river trails for bike systems. It seems like they have a lot of plans going on, so I'm very excited to see what will come in the next coming months to the year.
Thank you for talking to us.
Thank you.
Thing of beauty.
Is that your bicycle? It's not. But you know how to work the bell. That's the first thing you got to learn how to do. Cool. So 6 feet would fit right in.
Something got a motor on it? Whose bike is that? Mr. Patterson, thank you for letting him put this bike rack down here in front of your store.
I'm great to have it here. I think it was my wife's idea. I can't claim anything. I think it's a perfect spot. Hopefully it's a compromise that makes everybody happy. I can't believe people got quite so wound up about a bike rack, but hopefully the solution worked out.
Thank you very much.
I like having it here.
Beautiful.
Hopefully the right guy. Yeah, exactly. Hopefully once I don't have to
I've been sleeping with the lights on, buried in regrets, breaking into sweats, naked as a falling